For Shawnee State, something I'm sure head coach Jeff Nickel will talk to the girls about. Shawnee State comes into this game ranked number 4 in the country, the longest active winning streak in the country. They just beat the number 3 team last week, so I'm expecting a shift there in the top of the national rankings as we get right into the meat and towards the tail end of conference play. Shawnee State on a home stretch here. They'll play Life today, of course, and Saturday it'll be Cumberland University. And then Tuesday, a game versus University of Pikeville. That tip will be at 6 o'clock. We got about 5 minutes before we start the third quarter here, and some things I want to talk about. Already we've seen good play from Lydia Poe. Coach Jeff Nickel kind of realized the size mismatch. They don't really have any kind of special size down there playing the low post, so when Lydia Poe came in the game, naturally she dominated. Easy bunnies up and off the glass over the defense.
She feasted.
She did. That's a good way to put it, Rick. Of course she did. And that's really what she can do. She hasn't had to do as much of the heavy lifting as she did early in the season. These freshmen like Lakin Smith, Leah Wingeier, and Sienna King are coming along to kind of carry the load on that 4 and 5 spot. Shawnee State sometimes running 5 guards, and sometimes they'll run 2 big ladies in the offense. Sometimes it's 3 out, 2 in, and sometimes it's 5 out. So a lot of versatility on offense. One of the reasons they've had so much success under Coach Jeff Nickel is there's not just one, we talked about this before the game, not just one primary scoring threat. They've got 5 girls in double figures scoring on the season. And if it's not one, it's the other. And if you don't guard one closely enough, they can hurt you, especially from deep. And Ashton Lovely, once she gets hot, hopefully we'll get to see that here in the second half. Ashton Lovely's got a mean three-point shot from about 3 feet behind the line. Shawnee State coming off a win, as I alluded to before, against number 3 Campbellsville, 73-63 win, a 10-point lead over an opponent ranked higher than you in the national poll. That's going to be impressive in terms of the coaches poll coming out here in a few weeks. I'm expecting Shawnee State to move up to 3, maybe 2. It depends on Vanguard or Freed Hardman, how they play. Freed Hardman, a school in Tennessee, and Vanguard out in California, 2 high-caliber NAIA teams. All teams looking ahead at the Mid-South Conference Championship, and of course the national championship held in Billings, Montana. Shawnee State looking to make their 3rd straight trip there and get their 4th straight conference championship. It's kind of a different story for the men's team, though. This girls team got a long heritage of winning. They kind of built a program over the years under Jeff Nickel. He was an assistant and now the head coach, and kind of a different story for Shawnee State, though. They're getting started. Delano Thomas in his first year, he served as a couple years as an assistant, actually played ball here at Shawnee State for quite a few years. After last season, Coach Jeff Hamilton stepped down to focus more on his athletic director duties. Delano Thomas is now trying to create a culture with this team and really improve the dynamic. He's a locker room guy. It's all about mental for him and the team over me mindset. I respect that a lot, and I think that's going to pay dividends for him in the near future.
And that really is what it's all about, because when you start to build a program, you start to win, you start attracting winners.
Yes.
As far as to your program. And that's what you have to do, with both the men and the women. And the women are already there.
Absolutely.
And the women have maintained that. The men now are just getting started with their new coach, and they're trying to build exactly what you're talking about, that winning attitude, that mental mindset that says we can go out there on any night, beat anybody that's out there. And we saw that with the last game that Campus Nation did. The team that came in here, what were they, 15-0 at the time? They then went to 16-0. But Shawnee State hung with them almost entirely through that game. It just came down to about the last, 4 or 5 minutes of the game.
You're exactly right. They did, and they actually outscored them in the second half. But and what's really been plagued them all season is falling behind by a bunch in the first half and then playing catch-up the entire second half. They dig themselves a hole too deep and unable to come back. But like you said, they've been able to play with some of the top teams in the conference, and even nationally ranked William Penn, first game of the season. That game came down to the last 5 minutes. So they're athletically gifted. There's a lot of raw talent. We got young guys like 6'10", E.J. Onu. He's made quite the impact and coming along nicely. And along with that mental thing you alluded to before, it's with the freshmen especially, they're adjusting to the college game and the speed, and there's just a lot more talent on the other side of the ball. So it's been nice to watch them grow, and I'm looking forward to watching Coach Delano Thomas and kind of what he does with this team over the course of the next few years and even through the rest of this season. Speaking of Delano Thomas, all 6'8" of them standing here behind us.
Well, he doesn't look an inch over 6'7".
Really good guy to talk to. We'll have a coach's corner with him on Shawnee Sportsnet before Saturday's game. Both teams will take on University of the Cumberlands. Tips at 2 and 4. But here, there is business to handle. Life University falling down by 26 in the first half. And for Life, really not a lot going their way. If we're looking for highlights, Lucy Stone is just unbelievably quick. I've been impressed by her and her knowledge of the floor, being able to kick it out.
Definitely. She's been impressive. And they've got the makings of a good team. And really, if you look at the score, they're down by 26 points. Well, that really didn't occur until just the last few minutes of that second quarter. So we'll see what happens in the second half. But hopefully at this point, we're interested in a win, but we'd like the game to be competitive, I guess you could say.
Of course, and for these ladies, it has been a tough season for them. Like I said, they're 7-9, 0-4 in the conference play. Just their second season as a program, kind of putting it all on the shoulders of head coach Anthony Maxwell. Can't say enough about him. It's a lot of responsibility to take on a team that never existed before you got there.
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to build a team. So best of luck for them for the rest of the season. We've got another half here against the Bears at home, and it'll be the Bears' ball to start off the second half. Sienna King, Hannah Miller, Ashton Lovely, Madison Rideout, and Bailey Cummins will take the floor for Shawnee State. Looking to make it 14 straight. 6-0 in the Mid-South Conference. That pass is almost tipped away. Ended up back in the hands of Sienna King. Ashton Lovely driving, turns the ball over. Might have been poked away there. Ends up in the hands of Lucy Stone, and here come the Running Eagles. The Running Eagles is accurate as they are a very fast team. Shawnee State kind of downplayed that earlier, thought they were going to outrun them. But if that's one highlight for them.
Almost. Save.
Yeah, she saved it, but almost lost it out of bounds. Driving, going up and under the basket, doesn't get the roll. Taking that shot. Trying to find the roster here.
Oh.
And that ball goes out of bounds at the other end.
I think it was tipped, wasn't it? Looks like it's going to stay with Shawnee State. So the Bears will take it side out right there in front of their bench. We lose something?
Nope, I found it. I'm just trying to look for their roster sheet on the other end.
Okay. Oh. That's a foul. She got her on the arm. Go ahead and
might have to steal one of yours here.
That's right.
On the other end, it was Nichols taking the shot and missing for Life University. It took me a while. I don't know what happened to my roster sheet there, but we're back in business now. Looks like Madison Rideout going to the line for the Bears. They have not lost at home, Rick, since January 21st of last year. Lost here at home against Lindsey Wilson. Team that ended up making a deep tournament run themselves.
And their team impressed me. That was the team that we saw this last time we were in. They were impressive.
Lindsey Wilson currently sits at number 12 in the national rankings. A lot of Mid-South teams in the national poll in the top 25. So they say Mid-South is one of the toughest conferences to play basketball in the Mid-South, especially on the women's side there as Madison Rideout hits both, makes it a 49-21 ball game. Just careless turnover there from Kayla Kelly. Had her dribble and just lost it. No. So now back over to Shawnee State. Cummins over to Hannah Miller. Shawnee State still shooting 60% on the game. Quite an impressive stat there.
That is phenomenal.
And a step back in a, ooh, wow, a dagger shot from Ashton Lovely. Going back to All-American form in these last 10 games. Ashton Lovely step back, beautiful jumper goes. Lucy Stone tried to answer with a three-point bucket on the other end, and that one was off the front iron. Here comes Shawnee State. Bailey Cummins threads the needle to Sienna King, but she can't finish. So now on the other end, it's Garrigan spinning, and she traveled. The ball ended up going in, but the shot will not count. Took an extra step there going towards the basket. Tough break for Sydney Garrigan.
So it's 51-21 with 8:14 remaining in the third period of play.
Cummins driving, top of the key, Madison Rideout. Faking, stepping back, Ashton Lovely over to Hannah Miller. Miller off the screen. 15 on the shot clock. Bailey Cummins goes opposite of the screen, kicks it back to Sienna King. Sienna King sets the pick for Madison Rideout. Dribble was poked away, but ends up back in the hands of Ashton Lovely. Ashton driving, pass to Sienna King. Sienna King couldn't come up with it. Ends up in the hands of Nichols, and here come the running Eagles. Almost goes out of bounds, saved by Bailey Cummins. Ball going back and forth here, and a long three-point shot is good by Ashton Lovely. My goodness. And she does it all the time, but I'm still surprised every time. 3 feet behind the three-point line and just sinks it.
Yeah, I would think that would be WNBA at least.
Exactly. So now Lucy Stone got to be frustrated here. There's been a lot of tough breaks for her team. They've really got to pull it together, find open shots, and that one there does not go.
Foul. So it must have been something off ball underneath.
We'll see who they call the foul on here.
Trying to jockey for the...
Foul's going to be called on life number 3, Kayla Kelly. Look, yeah, an off-ball foul. Didn't quite see what happened there.
I think she was probably attempting, in case they missed, to get the rebound, and she just shoved or pushed someone.
Bailey Cummins driving tough, kicks it out to Ashton Lovely. Another long three-pointer sinks for Lovely, and Lovely, quite lovely, here in the second half. She's already got 2 three-pointers, and it'll be immediate timeout.
So we've got a break. We will return.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today, 855-OCU-GRAD, or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
So we've got some stats for you here before we come out of the timeout, rather. For Shawnee State, leading all scorers is Ashton Lovely now with 13 points after those 2 three-pointers to start off the second half. Behind her, Madison Rideout with 12. And I almost missed Lydia Post. She still leads all scorers for Shawnee State with 15 points. She's also got 3 rebounds as well. Bailey Cummins chips in 4. Hannah Miller with 8 points. Sienna King with 2. And Hannah Miller and Bailey Cummins with 4 apiece. So it'll be, Hannah Miller with 8. I was reading the wrong stat line there. For Life University, rather, Maisha Teasley leads all scorers for them with 6 points. Also, Tierra Lindsley contributing 6. Kenesha Nichols with 3. Lucy Stone with 4. And Tashleen Bentley with 2. So now it's Life back with the ball. 6:50 here in the third quarter, and another travel called on Life University. And I don't have a stat that shows, but it seems like they're sitting at close to 4 or 5 travel calls now.
At least. There have been a lot of turnovers. And that, once again, it just has to do with a new team, a young team, and they're just trying to figure it out.
So now Ashton Lovely dribbling, out of pressure, off the backboard, doesn't fall. Wish she would have finished. That was a good move. Lucy Stone on the other end, pulls up. No good on the mid-range jumper, rebounded by Hannah Miller. Lucy Stone just trying to get something started for her team here. And Ashton Lovely, another three-pointer. My goodness gracious. Ashton Lovely, have a night. The former All-American, now 3 for 3.
She's putting on a clinic, so to speak.
Yes, she is. And that'll be a foul on Lovely. Kind of tried to move to the screen too tough there. Shawnee State shooting 21 of 35, still at 60%, shooting 45% from beyond the arc, 5 of 11. It's been a good night for them. Lucy Stone now with it for the running Eagles, kicks it out. Nichols' three-point shot on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. So Bailey Cummins goes back to work for the Bears. Cummins driving over to Ashton Lovely, yet another 3 from Lovely falls. I don't know. I have never seen Ashton Lovely light up quite like this. We know she could shoot the 3 ball, but this is now 4 straight long 3s going in for Ashton Lovely. And I guess the saying is when you're on, and she is most definitely on here in the second half. Kind of a scuffle for the ball, and up in the hands of Shawnee State yet again. Lovely behind the back, driving, kicks it out to Madison Rideout. And Rideout, so Lovely won't come away with the assist after that beautiful dime. But Rideout just missing off the front of the rim. 63-21 now the score. Nichols driving, draws some contact.
Got a block.
So now Nichols will step to the line with a chance at 2. 63-21 the score. 5:21 left to play here in the third quarter. I'll give you a cleaner stat rundown here the next time out. Last one, I kind of lost my place in the stat sheet. I was mixing everybody up, so I'll get you taken care of here at the next time out with some stats, some impressive stats already on the board for Shawnee State. Ashton Lovely with 19 points and 6 rebounds already. She's 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. Nichols hits both of her free throws. Now it's a 63-23 ball game. Shawnee State head by 43 points.
40
points. Can't do math either, apparently.
That's Common Core.
You'd think they'd teach that. So now it's Ashton Lovely commanding the floor for the Bears. And a whistle blown.
Once again, under the basket.
Yep, it'll be white 40, so Sienna King, off-ball foul under the basket. Turnover to Life. So now it's Lucy Stone. Over in the corner, Shakira Brown. Now to Montgomery. Garrigan step back baseline jumper. Doesn't even find the rim. Ends up in the hands of Ashton Lovely, who was fouled under the basket. That foul going on Sydney Garnigan. So now we are at a timeout. I'll look for some redemption here. Shawnee State 23 of 38 shooting for 60% from the field, 22% for Life. Beyond three-point line, Shawnee State is 7 of 14 for 50%. Life shooting 16% from 3. Leading scorers for Life. Right now we've got Tierra Lindsay with 6. Maisha Teasley also with 6. Kenesha Nichols right behind them with 5. Lucy Stone contributing 4. And give 2 points to Tashleen Bentley. That rounds out the scoring effort for Life. Shawnee State, on the other hand, 19 points from Ashton Lovely. That leads all scorers in the game and leads Shawnee State, of course. Lydia Poe with 15. Madison Rideout with 12. Hannah Miller, 8 points. Bailey Cummins with 4. Sienna King with 2. And Lakin Smith with 1 to round out the scoring effort. They've got 63 points, a 40-point lead with less than 5 to play. And really not much to say for Life. They've got a big deficit to come back. You know, and it's a lot of pressure for them, you know, to play behind and still work hard down like this.
And we say less than 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes in the final quarter, right?
5 minutes here in the third quarter.
In the third quarter.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure that we've got the right quarter up there.
Yep.
That's
5
right.
minutes left in
We
the
took
third quarter.
we took the break, but that was just a media timeout.
So now with a 40-point lead, Shawnee State will have the ball to start out of the timeout. Under 5 minutes in the third quarter. Ashton Lovely having quite the night. Takes it across half court, dishes it over to Hannah Miller. Hannah Miller out of the triple threat. Top of the key, finds Bailey Cummins. Cummins off the screen. Cummins drives back out to Lovely. Pass is tipped away. Recovered by Hannah Miller. Miller opposite of the screen, driving, turning around and going up. There was a foul called. Now on her drive to the basket, that one likely called on number 21, Shakira Brown. It is. So Shawnee State will inbound with the new shot clock. Long inbound to Hannah Miller. Immediately going opposite of the screen. Almost lost her dribble. Kicks it out to Madison Rideout. Rideout finds
nice.
a leaking Bailey Cummins, whose shot is blocked by Tashleen Bentley. Now it's the Running Eagles the other way. Lucy Stone kicking it outside. Now driving baseline is Demaya Montgomery. Montgomery's pass outside is picked away by Bailey Cummins. Now here comes Ashton Lovely spinning. No look pass to Madison Rideout. Rideout outside to a wide open Bailey Cummins. 3 up and on the way and good. Bailey Cummins, part of the reason she leads the Mid-South in three-point shooting percentage. Only takes them when she's open. And she can hit. And in a basket on the other end from Sydney Garnigan.
That was a 2. So 66-25, 3:40 remaining in the third quarter play.
So now Bailey Cummins on the right side wing for the Bears. Finds Madison Rideout backing down the defender, and Rideout was fouled on the way up. So she'll go to the line for 2. That foul.
Number 21.
Shakia Brown.
Foul is called on life number 21, Shakia Brown.
Looks like Hagen Schaefer and Lydia Poe will check back in for the Bears. There as Madison Rideout hits her first. Some subs for life as well. It looks like number 2, Maisha Teasley, number 23, Kanisha Nichols. Also coming in, Tiara Lindsay. It's Madison Rideout. Second shot, up and no good. So it'll be life the other way. 67-25 with 3:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Nichols outside, hesitates, steps back for the elbow jumper. That one's up and no good. Rebounded by Lydia Poe, and here come the Bears. Not slowing down for a second. Hannah Miller drive will take it all the way, and that one just doesn't roll in.
A little too hard.
On a nice drive there from Hannah Miller. So now it's Demaya Montgomery coming the other way. Montgomery, some dribble moves, lost the ball in the hands of Hannah Miller. Another turnover, Bears ball. Stolen away, though, by Maisha Teasley, and it's life ball. Teasley under the basket, easy layup. Teasley was all over Hannah Miller. So now Bailey Cummins takes it across. Life now running a full court press, and they foul Bailey Cummins as she takes it across half court. That one being called on Shakia Brown once again.
How many is that for her, do we know?
Shakia Brown, they're updating it now. We can see how many fouls she's got. Seems she's at least got 3. She's at 4 fouls now.
4 fouls,
so
okay.
She will probably come out. Brown not yet on the board. She's got 4 rebounds, though. So Bailey Cummins now with opportunity from the line. Hits both. 69-27 is the score. Ashton Lovely came out for just a brief second. She looks to check back in for the Bears. Right now it's Bailey Cummins, Madison Rideout, Hagen Schaefer, Hannah Miller, and Lydia Poe. Hagen Schaefer, the true freshman, getting some valuable minutes here. 1,000-point scorer at Notre Dame High School. Life trying to find an open shot. It's Nichols driving, kicks it out. 3-point shot on the way from Montgomery, no good. Bailey Cummins finds Hannah Miller. Hannah Miller driving, will take it all the way and was fouled hard there by Kanisha Nichols under the basket. When it comes to Bailey Cummins and Hannah Miller, they can drive so quickly to the basket. Sometimes the only option is to foul. They take advantage of a tired defense, that's for sure there, as Hannah Miller hits her first free throw. Checking in now is Ashton Lovely, taking out reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Madison Rideout. Hannah Miller hits both, and now it's a 71-27 ball game here at home. Shawnee State dominating Life U. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Lucy Stone finds Tiara Lindsay on the elbow, trying to drive, steps back, baseline jumper, no good. Airballed that one, almost rebounded by Stone. A scuffle for the basketball, kind of switched hands 5 or 6 times. Shawnee State with it. Hagen Schaefer driving towards the basket. It was blocked, and then she stepped out of bounds. With the block was Tiara Lindsay. Almost just grabbed it out of the hands of...
And that would have looked to me to be at least a jump ball. But Shawnee will take it in and under the basket.
Minute 49 left to play in the third quarter. Shawnee State up big at home, looking to make it 15 straight.
Oh, nice.
And Lydia Poe and one. Too easy. Lydia Poe using her size to her advantage over the defense of Kanisha Nichols. Now has a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. Lydia Poe's really getting it done. Came in the second quarter, made a big impact. Returning to the game now. Getting herself started with a 3-point play. There as the basket rattles in. We'll have a sub in to Shalene Bentley for the Running Eagles. Madison Rideout checking back in for Hannah Miller. Shawnee State has not lost a game since the weekend of November 17th against Indiana Wesleyan. That was a tough weekend for them. took 2 of their 3 losses on the season in that weekend there at the Ashland tournament. Since then, it's been all downhill for the Bears. There's a block from Madison Rideout. The help defense from Rideout was right there when Teasley had an open drive to the basket. Rideout turned around and got the block. Ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be life ball under their own basket. 74-27. Shawnee State having no trouble. And they are going to call a foul there as...
Pick one.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it looks like they'll call it on Lydia Poe. And Kayla Kelly took her chances going towards the basket. It would have been a travel if there was no foul, but she was fouled, they say, by Lydia Poe.
Well, in actuality, it looked like there was a travel prior to the ball being handed off and her being fouled. I think that's what Coach was actually trying to say. When she made the turn, she was traveling.
I think you're right. So Kayla Kelly hits both. 1:32 left in the third quarter, 74-29. Bears rolling over the running Eagles. Looking to make it 14 straight. I said 15 earlier. So 14 straight on the season. I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll see if they can make it 15 on Saturday. Also looking to improve to 19-3 on the season and 6-0 in conference play. Madison Rideout top of the key, thought about the shot. Really no reason to force anything here as Rideout drives. A good pass to Poe under the basket. Rideout rose up there to get over the defenders and pass it to Poe, and then just another good play from Shawnee State. And under the basket, getting fouled and getting the bucket. That's Maisha Lindsay. They're going to call that foul on Shawnee State number 3, Ashton Lovely.
Hey, we got your team! You gotta run back!
45-point lead for Shawnee State. 3-point play good from Maisha. So after Teasley hits both, 76-32 with less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Hagen Schaefer taking it across half court for the Bears, gets in some trouble, finds teammate Madison Rideout. Rideout now driving.
What a collision.
A collision there. It could have been really called either way. They'll say that Teasley wasn't in good position.
She wasn't in position, so no charge.
So now, Shawnee State in the bonus. Step to the line will be Madison Rideout. Lydia Poe taking a running start off the bench. Coach said, hold on just a minute. And free throw does not fall for Madison Rideout. So Rideout splits the pair, makes it 77-32, and here come the running Eagles. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lucy Stone outside to Nichols. Nichols will drive against Madison Rideout, no good. Kind of a wild shot thrown up.
It was wild.
So now Madison Rideout driving, kicks it out to Hagen Schaefer, hesitates. Schaefer finds Bailey Cummins. Cummins finds Rideout under the basket. It was tied up. And Lucy Stone will likely pick up the foul. It will be Stone.
That's all she could do. Lucy had the foul. It was just an easy lay.
What a pass there from Bailey Cummins.
That was a bullet.
Right around the back of the defender, and Lucy Stone couldn't catch up to Rideout. So Rideout missing her first once again. Kind of a rare sight for her. Not doing any damage, though. 77-32 the score. Shawnee State having no problem with life. I wish I could say the same. Seems like life's always bringing me problems. So now Lucy Stone taking it up the court for the running Eagles. Kayla Kelly now over to Diamond Atkins. Oh, it's to Celine Bentley driving, going up, and that one's no good. She got too far under the basket and hit it off the rim. Now it's Ashton Lovely driving, tried to kick it out to Hagen Schaefer. That pass had too much mustard for Schaefer. Goes off her hands and out of bounds. 7.3 seconds in the third quarter. The running Eagles roll it in, and Lucy Stone will look for the last shot of the quarter. Stone, spot up and shoot from 3. That one is no good. And Ashton Lovely with it to end the third quarter, 78-32. Shawnee State up big at home against Life University. For Shawnee State, Lydia Poe leading all scorers with 20 points. Right behind her, Ashton Lovely with 19. Madison Rideout with 14, Bailey Cummins with 9, 2 apiece for Hagen Schaefer and Sienna King. Also 10 points for Hannah Miller. On the other side though, Life University, they are led by Maisha Teasley with 11. Tierra Lindsay's got 6, Kenesha Nichols with 5, and 2 apiece for Sydney Garnigan, as well as Tishleen Bentley. Shawnee State shooting right around 60% still, 59.09 on 26 of 44 from the field. Life 23% at 12 of 51 from the field. Not a lot of luck. Seems like there's been a lid over the basket for them.
You're not going to win many games shooting 23, 25%. Just not going to happen. But part of that we can say is Shawnee's defense.
Oh, of course, yes. 38 turnovers total in this game, 16 for Shawnee State, 22 for Life. Kind of a sloppy game on that end.
Sloppy on both sides.
Shawnee State capitalizing on those turnovers. They've got 27 points off turnover. So now it's Shawnee State with a huge lead. It'll be Life ball to start the fourth quarter, 9:53. Shawnee State up 78-32. Driving to the basket, going up and getting fouled is Shakaya Brown.
Get up, quit holding her hand. Get up the line.
Brown will go to the line. Ashton Lovely picks up that foul for the Bears. Up and no good on the first free throw. Gets the second to fall. Life still putting pressure on Shawnee in the full court, trying to force some turnovers and maybe take a look at coming back at this big lead. Hagen Schaefer down low, Leah Wingeier.
Nice
Wingeier,
pass.
nice, yes. Great pass to Madison Rideout down low, and Rideout gets an easy 2 on a good look from Leah Wingeier. Now Wingeier goes to work defensively. Tierra Lindsay driving, going up and off the glass. And that one's good for 2. 80-35 now the score. Inbound to Ashton Lovely. Lovely trying to shake the defense of Shakaya Brown. Lovely head fake, steps back, off her foot. That one goes out of bounds. Turnover from Ashton Lovely. Lucy Stone. Teasley's pass. Cross court finds Nichols. Now Shakaya Brown. Tried to work it down low to Tierra Lindsay and off the foot of Ashton Lovely.
Ashton, nice kick.
Nice kick.
Oh,
nice play.
Inbound. Yeah, nice
that was a good
inbound
play.
From off the inbound, Maisha Teasley driving for the basket, got 2 for the Running Eagles. Shawnee State and Bailey Cummins driving, tried to find Leah Wingeier, but in the way was Tierra Lindsay. Now it's Running Eagles the other way. Maisha Teasley, Nichols, good. Teasley turned around, found Nichols, full head of steam to the basket, and Nichols gets 2. So Rideout now with it. Finds Ashton Lovely on the corner. Lovely top of the key, Leah Wingeier. Over to Hagen Schaefer. Schaefer down low, Ashton Lovely backing down. Lovely down to the low post. Her shot is off.
Got a jump.
Rebounded by Leah Wingeier and Tierra Lindsay. Jump ball. It'll stay with Shawnee State. Kayla Kelly checking in for the Running Eagles. She replaces Maisha Teasley. Ashton Lovely looking for the inbound pass. Long inbound finds Leah Wingeier. And now Madison Rideout goes to work for the Bears. Rideout, Ashton Lovely outside, wide open. Lovely for 3, no good. That one goes out of bounds off the shot clock. I believe that's her first miss from 3 in the second half. Ashton Lovely caught fire there early in the third quarter. So Lucy Stone's pass to Tierra Lindsay is Almost stolen away by Leah Wingeier, results in a jump ball.
Stay with life. Yeah.
Inbound on the way from Life finds Lucy Stone. Stone stops. Now over to Kelly. Kelly finds Lindsay. Lindsay driving towards the basket once again over the defense of Leah Wingeier off the glass. Lindsay's good for 2. Now just 39. 7:31 left to play in this one. Madison Rideout thought Ashton Lovely was driving towards the basket, and Lovely stepped back, so Rideout's pass goes out of bounds. Nobody home. Turnover for Life. Now Shakaya Brown outside. Finds Lindsay at the elbow. Lindsay outside to Lucy Stone. Stone off the pick, finds Tiara Lindsay. Baseline jumper from Lindsay, no good. Almost rebounded there by Kayla Kelly, but it goes out of bounds off her hands, so it'll be Shawnee State ball. So now 80-41 the score, less than 7 to play. Shawnee State up big here on Life. Hagen Schaefer for 3, that one's good. Hagen Schaefer gets her 3-point bucket of the night. Getting back on defense, Schaefer quickly. So now it's Shakaya Brown, cross-court pass to Lucy Stone. Stone driving tough, was fouled on her way to the basket. So quickly got ahead of the defense there and drew the foul. 83-41 the score. She'll go to the line to get 2. Lucy Stone at the line. Her first shot is up and good. 83-42 now, 6:37 left in the fourth. So Stone will split the pair, but it's rebounded by teammate Kayla Kelly, who was fouled on her way up as well. So right back to the line will be Life. This time, Kayla Kelly. That foul will go on Leah Wingeier. Coach Nickel talking something over here with the official. Not happy with something that involves Ashton Lovely. Going back to action though here shortly. So Kayla Brown now. Second shot up and on the way, no good. Rebounded by Leah Wingeier. 40-point lead for Shawnee State with 6:30 left to play. Shawnee State looking to improve to 19-3 on the season. Extend their win streak to 14. Lakin Smith, top of the key, 2-point shot is no good. Long pass from Nichols. Down at the other end of the floor, up and off the glass, good from Maisha Teasley. Hesitated for just a second and went up strong to the basket, and Teasley comes away with 2. Bailey Cummins lost the ball there and was fouled on her way down the court. That'll be called on number 3, Kayla Kelly. So Coach Nichols said, give me a timeout. He's not happy with something.
All right, we will take a break.
Take a ride on the Jeffersonville airplane. Follow the White Rabbit 106.9 FM, Jeffersonville.
Begin the next step of your life at Ohio Christian University, one of the nation's fastest growing nonprofit universities. Earn an accredited associate, bachelor, or master's degree entirely online, or attend class once a week at one of 11 convenient locations. Programs range from business and human services to IT and RN to BSN and more. Call today 855-OCU-GRAD or on the web at enroll.ohiochristian.edu.
So now after the message from our sponsors there, Shawnee State still hot, shooting 57% from the field. Life, on the other hand, improving a bit from the last time we updated you. They're almost to 30% on 17 of 57 from the field.
I think they had like a 9-2 run there, so they were improving that ratio.
Some frustration visible from Coach Nickel on the bench. Team up 38. Not sure what there is to complain about, but that's sign of a good coach. You can be up this big and still finding things to improve on, and that'll be
still coaching. So we're waiting on. All right, we're getting ready to start.
Inbound to Bailey Cummins. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Shawnee State up big at home. So now Hannah Miller, guarded closely on the outside, finds her way out of the defense, kicks it to Lakin Smith, driving baseline. Smith tried to pass it to Wingeier, ended up in the hands of Life's Maisha Teasley, and then they will call a foul under the basket on Leah Wingeier, so Life will keep it. So now it's Lucy Stone. Her running Eagles down big. Tierra Lindsay driving under the basket. They'll call a foul on Leah Wingeier. So Tierra Lindsay has a chance at 2 from the line. 83-45 ball game with 5:42 left to play. Lindsay's shot up and no good. Just rolls out. Kind of tough break. Not good on either of them, but rebounded by Nichols, who goes up for the second chance bucket and doesn't get it. Wow, tough scenario there for Life.
Good pass. Oh, and
Lakin Smith was fouled hard and hit the deck.
Is that Stone?
Yep. Lucy Stone picks up the foul.
And she went, and once again, she wanted to make sure that she was all right. That's good. Good sportsmanship.
Lakin Smith misses her first free throw. Younger group in here for Shawnee State, 3 freshmen. Leah Wingeier, Hagen Schaefer, and Lakin Smith. And Smith, both teams missing both free throws on these last 2 trips. So now it's the running Eagles back to work, and they'll call a kick ball on Hannah Miller. Tried to interrupt the pass down low. Checking in now is Demaya Montgomery for the running Eagles. Check-in finds Lucy Stone, who loses the ball. And now it's a turnover. Shawnee State the other way. Long pass to Lakin Smith from Bailey Cummins. Lakin Smith tried to turn around and get the bucket up. It's off the glass and no good. Here come the running Eagles. Lucy Stone, spot up 3. Stone, no good. Rebounded by Bailey Cummins once again. So Bailey Cummins finds Hagen Schaefer on the right side wing. Leah Wingeier top of the key. Hannah Miller off the screen from Wingeier. Miller driving, spins, puts it up.
Oh,
that
nice.
one's good. Great shot there from Hannah Miller. Now it's Tierra Lindsay going back to work, kicks it out to Nichols. Nichols' three-point shot is nowhere close. So Shawnee State will have it again back the other way. 85-45 ball game, 4:26 left to play. Not much hope for the running Eagles.
Not at a 40-point deficit.
So now Hannah Miller driving, steps back behind the line, finds Bailey Cummins. Then a nice little floated pass to Leah Wingeier, interrupted though by Kenesha Nichols, and now it's the running Eagles the other way. Lucy Stone under the basket, hesitates, draws Bailey Cummins momentum forward, and Lucy gets the 2. 85-47 now with 4 minutes. Lakin Smith outside to Hagen Schaefer. Schaefer finds Wingeier. Wingeier downstairs to Lakin Smith. Somehow ends up back in the hands of Shawnee State after being poked away by Kayla Kelly. Now it's Hannah Miller, shot from 3 and good. And Hannah Miller says, Ashton Lovely, I can do the same. Takes a long 3-point shot and gets the bucket. 88-47 now. A lob under the basket finds Tiara Lindsay. Now dribbling out of trouble over the head of Wingeier. No good. Wingeier rebounds. 88-47.
Yep, foul.
And a foul by Lucy Stone with 3:15.
How many fouls is that for Lucy? Fourth foul.
So Stone with 4 fouls. Shakaya Brown also with 4. Haven't seen any action from Brown since she picked up her 4th. So now it's an inbound from Shawnee State. Will likely improve to 19-3 on the season, 6-0 in conference play. Here as these next few minutes expire, Lakin
nice
Smith
turnaround.
fade away over the defense. Nice shot by Lakin Smith. 90 now for Shawnee State.
Oh, she traveled, didn't she?
You say yes.
She picked up her dribble and then dribbled again, so it was a double dribble, really.
Double dribble called there on Tashlene Bentley as she went to work in the low post against Wingeier. Bailey Cummins, Lakin Smith, Hagen Schaefer, Leah Wingeier, and Hannah Miller, the 5 for the Bears. With 2:45 left to play, up 90-47. Good steal by Garnigan.
Finished. Oh, good block.
Wow.
Nice.
Hannah Miller went the other end.
She was up there.
Made up for the turnover. So now Life inbounding under their own basket. Inbound finds Kayla Kelly. Kelly tried to kick it out, stolen by Bailey Cummins. Cummins will try to take it all the way, and she will. Up and good and gets the foul. Wow, Bailey Cummins with a chance for a 3-point play to make it 93-47.
That's her second team score.
A 45-point lead for Shawnee State. Bailey Cummins, the old-fashioned 3-point play. Sydney Garnigan going to work, the junior from Marietta, Georgia. Takes the ball across half court for the running Eagles. Demaya Montgomery. Garnigan driving baseline, turns around, goes up with it, up and under the basket, doesn't get the hoop, but does draw the foul. A lot of foul calls, it seems, here in the fourth quarter. The first free throw is up and good from Sydney Garnigan. 93-48 now the score. She gets both. Now it's Shawnee State ball with just over 2 minutes. Another foul called on the inbound. They'll call that on number 3, Kayla Kelly. So now it's Bailey Cummins going to the line. It seems like we're just trading places down at each end on the court. A bunch of foul shots going up for both teams. There's Bailey Cummins, hits her first. So Bailey Cummins gets both, and that extends Shawnee State's lead, 95-49. 46 points ahead of Life. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tasheen Bentley down low.
They're going to get her for a foul.
Getting fouled. Diamond Atkins tried to go up with it. They will.
And if you are, don't foul.
they will call that foul on number 21, Lakin Smith. So once again, another trip to the line. Kind of prolonging the inevitable, almost it seems, but still got to call a fair game. That one just rolls out for Diamond Atkins with less than 2 minutes. Shawnee State taking care of the running Eagles. 46-point lead for them. Make it 45 though. Diamond Atkins hits her second free throw, 95-50 the score, 1:55 to play. Immediately following this game, after a little bit of a break, we'll have the men's action for you. There's Bailey Cummins, finds Leah Wingeier under the basket for an easy hoop. Shawnee State on pace to break 100. Sydney Garnigan outside. Now it's to Maya Montgomery, back to Garnigan. Garnigan down low, threading the needle. Diamond Atkins is blocked by Lakin Smith.
But we got a foul.
And then once again, another foul. Atkins fouls Lakin Smith under the basket after Smith comes away with the rebound. So now it'll be Lakin Smith at the other end. It's almost like spin the wheel. Who's taking the free throw this time? So Lakin Smith gets her first. She missed both on her last trip. Gets 1 of 2 this time and rebounded by Tashleen Bentley. And now here come the running Eagles. Maya Montgomery,
nice
crazy
the back.
shot.
That was
wow.
a nice shot.
Wow. Montgomery looking athletic, going up over the defense and getting the bucket for the running Eagles. 98-52 now the score, a minute 12 on the clock. So now Hannah Miller off the screen. Miller in the corner finds, or on the wing rather, finds Hagen Schaefer. Now it's Lakin Smith driving. Back outside to Hannah Miller, stops and shoots. Hannah Miller no good on the runner. And then another foul called on Hannah Miller this time as the running Eagles tried to check it in. So with 52 seconds left, 98-52, another trip to the line here for the running Eagles. Back and forth. It's been a battle of free throws here in the last 2 minutes.
It has, which has actually made this last minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. It's good.
So Sydney Garnigan good on her first. You know, if this is a close game, these free throws would be really important.
They would be. They would have been critical.
So now Garnigan getting both. Now 98-54. Shawnee State has 49 seconds left in this game. Up handily on life. They will improve to 19-3 on the season. We'll talk to Coach Nickel after the game. I'll try to ask him the most burning questions I can, but after a win like this, it's kind of difficult. I'll try to open up his dialogue, see what he thinks about it there as Hannah Miller almost loses the ball and does. And then taken away once again, and then ball's on the floor. Hagen Schaefer's on top of it. Jump ball.
Can't see the clock.
27 seconds.
So Shawnee State will retain possession. Got the refs talking about something.
So they'll reset the shot clock. Or reset to 27 on the game clock, rather. Which will turn the shot clock off for Shawnee State. So Shawnee State can dribble for the last bucket.
So content it looks like just to run the clock out.
Yep.
And I don't think that we're going to get any fouls.
9 seconds. Slowly winding down, and Bailey Cummins will dribble it out. And that will do it here at the Cave for the ladies. They take care of the running Eagles, no problem, with 98-54 the score. Go ahead and give you a quick stat rundown before we take a break. Shawnee State shot 33 of 56 for 58% from the field. Life, on the other hand, 19 of 65 for 29%. Shawnee State got hot from 3 in the second half, shooting 55% on 10 of 18 from beyond the arc. In the rebounding category, Shawnee State took that one with 38. Life with 27 rebounds tonight. Shawnee State 23 assists, 8 assists for Life. They took that one handily as well. Leading scorers for both teams. First with Life, Maisha Teasley with 15. Tiara Lindsay with 10. And Lucy Stone with 7 rounds out their top 3 in scoring. For Shawnee State, quickly here, it is Lydia Poe with 20. Behind her, Ashton Lovely with 19. Madison Rideout with 17. Bailey Cummins with 14. 5 for Hagen Schaefer. 4 for Lakin Smith. And 2 apiece for Leah Wingeier and Sienna King. We'll go ahead and get Coach Nickel mic'd up here as soon as he steps up. Coach Nickel, congratulations on another conference win. Shawnee State takes this one 98-54 over Life, improving to 19-3 on the season, 6-0 in the conference. Coach, just kind of initial thoughts after a win like that. What's going on in your head right now?
I thought we did a good job. First 3 quarters, last quarter kind of mop up time at the end, trying to get some guys that hadn't had a lot of experience, get them some time. But overall, I was real pleased with how we did. We did a good job rebounding the basketball, I thought, out-rebounding them by 11. I felt like we did a good job defensively, forced them to 29% shooting, 13% from 3. Thought we fouled entirely too much, really disappointed in that. We're typically a team that fouls 12, 13 times. But with that defense, we fouled most of that time was during the fourth quarter when we had 3 freshmen on the floor. So overall, really impressed. I thought we spread the ball out. We had 5 guys in double figures, and that's always good.
So, Coach, there late in the fourth quarter, you were visibly frustrated about something, and I kind of mentioned that. I wanted to ask you about it. What was going on there late in the game? It was talking with you, and you took a timeout there late. And you
talked to the ref a little bit?
Yeah.
That's more just a clarification a little bit.
Gotcha.
Ashton was getting kind of held on some stuff and was bleeding on the arm from getting held, and we just talked to the official a little bit about and kind of got some things clarified there, but nothing big on that. And honestly, I was just afraid. I was very frustrated for our defense. We got standards, and we don't play like that. And I just felt like we weren't doing things defensively that we teach and the way we play. And I felt we just got real selfish defensively. We just kind of started playing real lax and wasn't getting in the gap, wasn't getting between our man and the ball, didn't have the free throw line, things like that. And, that's the stuff we don't tolerate around here. We're going to play to the whistle, and we're going to guard, we're going to defend, we're going to share the ball. And that's a lot of that nonsense. Is that's why we had 23 turnovers, because we wouldn't put ourselves in good positions at times. And a lot of that's a fourth quarter.
And that was going to be my next question, Coach. How do you take that turnovers and kind of coach that this week? And what's the key to changing that, or was it just tonight's game?
Lack of focus. Bottom line, lack of focus. You get up a little bit. They put some pressure. They're averaging 25, 26 turnovers a game. But, Campbellsville pressured us too, and we turned it over 11, 12, 13 times.
13.
There's no reason we should have turned it over that many times. And that's just really disappointing, and I'm not real happy about that. But we put 98 points on the board. We did share the ball. Had 23 assists. Really, really good. 98 points. We were 22 of 30 from the free throw line, which is pretty good.
Almost 60% from the field.
Yeah, 10 of 18. I thought Ashton played pretty well. Hannah did a good job for us. Madison was once again pretty excellent. Had 17, 8, and 5. Ashton had 19, 9, and 5. So they all did a pretty good job at times, and you can't ding them on a lot for that. And I thought Lyd played well. In 11 minutes, she had 20 points. So we got what we needed out of her. So there's a lot of positives, a lot of bright spots. So we'll be all right.
All right. Once again, congratulations, Coach. Shawnee State take this one home, 98-54 against Life. We'll let you get back to the locker room. Thanks again, Coach.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Coach. Appreciate it.
So after that win from Shawnee State, we'll take a break, step away for a little while until we get started with the men's action.
Yeah, just for our network, we will stay live on WZAA in Jeffersonville. We will restart our broadcast for the men's game. And for those of you that are watching that want to watch the second game, you'll have to switch on Campus Nation from the women's game to the men's game to pick up that game. We'll be back shortly.